Good morning, baseball fans, and welcome back to the Covington Reds 16U travel ball baseball game. We starting off bright and early. It's our first 9 o'clock a.m. tournament game, and today the boys are coming out and playing against the Mansfield Maddawgs. Pretty close connection with a lot of these boys. Some of them played youth ball with the Maddawgs players, so it's to be a very interesting game. So we're excited about it. It's always good to start the morning off with some baseball, and nothing better than Covington Reds 16U baseball as we are ready to get the game started. Thought it was going to be a little delay, but the umpire showed up on time, and we are ready, almost ready for first pitch as our uh, athletes gather at the mound. On the bump today, we got number 15, Josh Brown taking him out. Sage Lovelace playing first base. We got Rylan on second. J-Man is on short. And Cameron Scott is on third base to round out the infield. Starting out in left field is Caden LaFrance. Gabriel White's playing right field. And Chris, that guy, is playing center field. All right, we're getting ready to start this game off today, folks. Thank you for tuning into the live broadcast. We're broadcasting live for George Walton Academy. Great baseball field, great place to play a great baseball game. As we get ready for the first pitch from Josh Brown here in game one of two of our games here today. And the first pitch by Josh. Oh, that would look like it was pretty good, a little bit low. So umpire calls it a ball one. So Josh starts off behind in the count. 0-1. Josh starts off behind on the pitch. He bounces one in there, so he falls behind in the count 0-2. I'm sorry, 2-0. Please forgive me. Trying to do 12 things at once, but it is 2-0. And the pitch. Oh, that's a nice little pitch right there. Caught the inside corner. Umpire takes his time, but winds up and calls it a strike. So the count goes to 2-1. Josh is fighting his way back into this epic count. And the pitch. Oh, that's low and outside. So Josh finds himself in a precarious situation here to start the game off behind the count 3-1. It's the first game of a double hitter for our Covington Reds 16U squad. As we didn't have to drive too far away from home, 30 minutes being outside. So Josh throws one high and inside, and that's going to walk the batter. So the first batter of the day is walked by Josh Brown. So now they have a runner on first. No outs here in the top of the first inning. And Josh Brown delivers. Oh, batter tries to bunt it. Fouled it back to the netting. And so Josh will start off ahead in the count 0-1. All right, Josh pitch Rare's back. Going from the stretch, takes a peek over there, tosses it over to first base. Sage got it, puts a tag on him, but it's a little bit too late. Runner carries back to first base, and he's there safe and sound. So both teams dressed out in black and red. Ours being the primary color, theirs being the solid color is red. Throw the ball down. Ball's a little bit high. Kirk Campbell's behind the plate. He tossed it out to Ryan, but the runner stole the base, and now he's sitting at second base. So they have a runner in scoring position here. It's the second batter of the inning here. We're in the top of the first inning. Playing against the Mansfield Maddawgs. Josh takes a peek, pitches it down, hits one out to left field. Caden LaFrance is out there. He makes the catch, tosses it in the second base. J-Man cuts it off, and that'll be our first out of the inning. So great drive by Caden. Ball was smacked out to him on a line drive. He caught it. And Josh goes back to work, blowing one straight down the pipe, and he'll start off ahead in the count 0-1. So we got one out here in the top of the first inning. Great little play there by Caden LaFrance out there in left field. They do have a runner in scoring position on second base, and the pitch right down. Batter fouls it back over the right side, which is where our dugout is located. And so that'll find Josh will find himself ahead in the count 0-2. 0-2 top of the first inning. Josh Brown goes back to work. And the pitch. Right down the middle. Ball's hit to Josh. It bounces off his glove. Might have a little problem here. But we toss it over as Riley makes a great play, tosses it over to Sage. The runner from second base moved over to third base, but we do have 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. So great work. Josh almost was able to make the play. It did bounce off his glove, but Riley scooped it up behind him and tossed it over to Sage. All right, Josh Brown goes back to work here. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning there. Do you have a runner there on third base? The pitch right down the middle. That's a strike. So Josh comes back strong. He's led off the first 2 batters, jumping ahead in the count, and the count's on 1 here. Pitch again right down the middle. Goes a little bit low, and he finds himself even up at 1-1. Sun is shining bright here at George Walton Academy. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Oh, that ball gets away from Josh, and it's going far inside. Batter ducks down. And now the count goes to 2-1. 2 outs, folks, here in the top of the first inning here at George Washington Academy. Josh takes a sure peek, swings it down, right down the middle. So that's where he wants to live right there as he evens up the count at 2-2. So the count's 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Josh Brown seems to be putting it all together here right now, trying to get one more strike here so we can get out the inning, get up and start batting. And he blows one right by him. So Josh Brown fights his way back, gets 3 strikes there, and we'll switch over and get our chance to hit. So Josh Brown saves himself from actually walking that first batter. And we'll head to the bottom of the first inning. Score 0-0 here. It's our Covington Reds 16U 0, Maddawgs 0. We'll be right back. Should be Shay over there. Her name is Shay. 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 He's coming over for the lineup. Mention something about the last 3 times we played. Okay. They had our number. Gotcha. This is it. Gotcha. All right, so count is 1-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Covington Reds got their first batter on base, which is J-Man, trying to get him to second as the pitcher throws for his third time over to J-Man. So he's trying to keep J-Man honest as our dugout is razzing up the pitcher just a little bit. Count even at 1-1 here. Bottom of the first inning, score is tied. The pitch, that's low and outside. Missed the outside corner. And now Chris Ross will find himself ahead in the count, 2-1. Beautiful, beautiful day here at George Watton Academy. It's a beautiful baseball field, folks. Great day for some baseball here, and our Covington Reds are going to show up and show out. Ooh, another big cut there by Chris Ross as he swing foul tips it back to the catcher. Now the umpire is walking the ball out to the pitcher. Not sure if he's giving him an explanation about anything, but hand the ball to the pitcher and walks on back behind the plate. So now the count is even at 2-2 here with no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Our Covington Reds find themselves in a good situation, getting the leadoff runner on base. Sun is shining. Chris Ross, two strikes on him. He's protecting at all costs. And the pitch. Oh, that's low and outside. Good stop there. Oh, good stop there. The catcher throws it out. We might have a chance for two bases. J-Man boogies around second. He's headed towards third. Right fielder throws it in, but looks like J-Man's going to get in there standing up. So great job by J-Man as the catcher tried to throw behind the runner, but he threw the ball way out into right field outside the first base line. J-Man, with his awareness, was able to boogie on around the third base. So now we have a man in scoring position here. That ball goes high, and Chris Ross is headed to first base. As J-Man thought about going, he decided to come back. So nice little bang bang there. Everybody's wide awake here at 9 o'clock in the morning. So we start the game off on fire today. As everybody is definitely awake. Yeah, they definitely awake this morning. That was all right. Kirk Campbell steps into the batter's box. Got a lot of food out there to eat up. Man. We got runners on the corners and the pitch. That goes outside. Chris Ross takes off. He slides in there. He's safe. Oh, tags him on the backside. So Chris had a nice little slide, but slid in there and he got caught tagged out. So we got our first batter caught stealing. So we still have a runner there. Uh-oh. Sorry, folks. Kirk Campbell takes a big cut, smacks it over the backstop. That'll even the count up at 1-1 with one out here in the bottom of the first inning. So Chris Ross tried to boogie on down on a steal there from first to second. A great throw by the catcher as the shortstop was able to jump up in the air and come back down and make the tag on Chris, and he gets out our first out of the inning. Swung on and popped back again by Curtis. He pops one over the dugout. So now Curtis behind in the count. Curtis behind in the count, 1-2. Still have that runner there sitting there on third base. So great job by the catcher being able to get that ball, shoot that ball down to second base to give our runner Chris Ross out. Swung on and hit back to by Kurt. Shortstop is there. He grabs it up, tosses it over first. Oh, he bounces in the ground. First base unable to snag it and lock it up. So Kurt gets an RBI there, and that'll be our first run of the inning. So Kurt does a great job, does his job, and gets a single here to start the scoring off for our Covington Reds. So now we lead the score on the scoreboard 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Cameron Scott, fourth batter of the inning, steps into the batter's box with number 25, Tyson Maxey, sitting on deck. So it's still one out here, folks, in the bottom of the first. So far, we're doing some good hitting and running there. We had our first three batters able to get on base. Unfortunately, got caught stealing there at second base, and they go back to work. Pinch runner there in for Kirk Campbell, who's our catcher today. Devontae Hardiman steps in on first base as Cameron Scott swings and misses the first pitch, and now the count is 0-1. And the pitch. Ooh, that was a nice little changeup, but it didn't catch the plate. And now the count is even at 1-1. So one out here in the bottom of the first inning. Our Covington Reds strike the scoreboard first. We lead the contest 1-0 over the Mansfield Maddawgs. The pitch. Swung on and smacked out in the center field. It might drop. It just dropped. Great piece of hitting once again there by Cameron Scott. Leads the team in batting and doing a phenomenal job as usual. And he'll move that runner over. So now we have Devontae on second base who is actually pinch running for Kurt Campbell. And a nice piece of hitting there by Cameron Scott as he gets a single. So now we got runners on first and second, definitely in scoring position. Number 25, Tyson Max, has been swinging the bat really, really good for us here in this summer session. So far, pretty much each and every batter that's gotten up to bat has gotten themselves on base. So our Covington Reds has started this 9 o'clock off game wide awake. First pitch of the at bat here for Tyson Maxey as the pitcher takes a look back at and that first pitch goes high. So Tyson watches the first one comes in, and that takes it to a ball. So now he's ahead in the count to start off here at 1-0. Base runners on first and second. Pitcher takes a pitch. He swings it. Oh, my goodness. He caught Cam dead to right. No, not sure what Cam was thinking over there on first base, but nice little pickoff play by the pitcher as he throws Cam out. Very unusual for Cam not to be responsible over there on first base, but that'll be our second out of the inning. Unfortunate by them. So now we got 2 outs here in the bottom of the first, getting caught out 2 times here after getting on base. Very uncharacteristic by our Reds. The pitch, time was called by the umpire. I want to say Tyson called and backed out. Tyson did call the timeout and backed out. Gotcha. All right, so here in the bottom of the first, 2 outs here. Count is 1-0 here on Tyson Maxey. We lead the contest 1-0. 2 swing and a miss there by Tyson Maxey, and that'll even up the count here at 1-1. So we had a really, really good inning start in this first inning off, but 2 unfortunate, not necessarily errors by the steal getting caught. That's what we do. We are aggressive. But the last play with Cameron getting caught off on first base, definitely uncharacteristic of our Reds. Swung off and missed. That ball is thrown out. Devontae Hardiman does a great job of booging around. Nice throw from the left fielder, but Devontae gets in. So Devontae with a great piece of base running right there. He steals all the way from second all the way to home, and we'll increase our score 2-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. So great job, great piece of running there by Devontae as a bad throw was made out there. And give me a second, folks. Look, we might have a little disconnection going on. We'll be right back with you. All right, folks, we made our way to the top of the second inning. We want to thank everybody for logging into the live broadcast here on YouTube as our Covington Reds take on the Mansfield Maddawgs. I want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Tyree Maxey. Hey, Mr. Maxey, I'm not quite sure exactly what the message says about a box. If you want to put it back in, that'd be better. Maybe I think we did it. It looked like you said thank you, no problem. I also want to give a huge shout out to Gabriel White's mom, the lovely Jay White. We appreciate the shout out. Go Reds here for our Covington Reds 16U. All right, folks, we're making it to the top of the sixth inning. Josh Brown takes the mound once again. We lead the contest 2-0 after a pretty successful first inning. And the pitch swung on and missed there by the batter. And Josh once again for the third batter in a row will start off ahead in the count 0-1. Once again, he pitches, throws a little and inside, bounces off the ground, and he'll even up the count there at 1-1. And the pitch swung on and missed again. Nice little piece of pitching right there as Josh throws it low and outside. Hits that outside corner, swing and miss, and Josh finds himself ahead in the count 1-2. And the pitch swung on and popped out there to right field. Looks like Gabriel White is there. He's trying to make it. He dives and makes the catch. So outstanding catch there by Gabriel White as he went back like he's supposed to do, but got a bad jump on it, but was able to lay out and make the catch. So outstanding play there by Gabriel White in right field. And we'll get the first batter of the inning out. And now there's one out here in the top of the second inning. So as Coach Tay Lovelace continues to shout out, woo! That went directly into our dugout. Nobody hurt, no foul over there. We just have to make sure we got our heads on the swivel as that ball went directly into our dugout. And so Josh will find himself once again, the fourth bat in a row. Josh doing an outstanding job of getting ahead of the batters. And now the count is 0-1 here in the top of the second, one out for our Covington Reds 16U squad. And the pitch. Swung on and hit there right in the gap. Sage Lovelace catches it on first, jogs over to first base, touches the base, and that's two down here for our boys here in the top of the second. So routine baseball taking place here out here on the diamond for our Covington Reds as we get our second out of the innings. Outstanding job there by Sage to just do his job. Basically, that's what we've been talking about all week. Just do your job, and everything else will take care of itself. So I will tell you, our coach, Tay Lovelace, is, man, doing his job, barking out our signals as he is entertaining our fans as well, while making sure that our athletes are in the right position. Now, Josh pitches the first pitch. That'll go low and outside. It'll take the count to 1-0. So the first batter out of five batters, he started off low, but he blows a strike right by the next batter, and the count will even up at 1-1. So two outs here in the top of the second. Josh Brown seems to be in his bag right now. And the pitch. Ooh, that's low and outside. Bounces one in there. He'll start off, he'll go two balls, one strike here in the top of the second inning. So we have two outs here. Josh trying to get that third out. And the pitch. Swung on and foul tip back to the netting. That'll even up the count to 2-2 here. Two outs here in the top of the second inning. Once again, beautiful day here for baseball. Not too hot, not too cool, just right. The sun is bright in our eyes, but we can deal with that as long as the heat and the humidity doesn't come along with it. Nice pitch there by Josh as he reared back and fires. And out, the batter's trying to battle here big time as he fouls one back to the net. Uh-oh, that looked like that might have knocked the camera out. So we're going to I'm going to try to give you the play-by-play before I jump up there and fix the camera. So bear with us while we try to finish this inning. Hopefully we can go ahead and get the out so I can get up there and take care of the business. All right. Counts 2-2 here, two outs here into the top of the second inning. Josh Brown rails back and tosses. Swing on, foul back. Came directly almost through the fence. All right, so the batter battling his way into this account. Count is 2-2 here. Josh trying to find that elusive pitch here that can go ahead and strike the batter out, and he delivers. Oh, he loses to that one. And now the count goes full at 3-2. Counts full with two outs. Josh Brown delivers. Swung on foul tip. Ooh, man, Kurt, it hit right in the hand of Kurt. He's unable to corral it. So that'll keep the count full at 3-2. So foul tip. Counts full. Two outs. Top of the second and the pitch. Oh, catches him on the inside. It hit. Bad throw right there. We had him. We just needed to take our time. Ball's a little wet. I can see the ball was wet as soon as Josh threw it off. It turned into a soggy baseball at that point in time. But the ball was presumed to have hit the batter, but it looks like it hit off the knuckle of his bat and went into fair play as the umpire did call it. Folks, please forgive me. I know we're trying to get the camera back. I don't want to interrupt the game, but the camera was hit by the netting and it's shooting straight up in the air. But they'll give that batter a single. Actually, it should have been an error there on Josh Brown. All right, so they do have a man on first base here. 2 outs still. It's a nice swung. Ball's hit out to center field. Chris Ross is out there. It's going to bounce in front of Chris. It's a nice piece of hitting by number 11 there. Batters, he sent one in the center field right between the second base and the center fielder. So we were really close to getting 3 outs there. The last batter was able to battle his way in there, even though it was a dink type of a hit. He was able to get on base. Now they have 2 men on base on first and second, and it's still 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. So bear with us, folks. I do apologize. I'm gonna try to talk us all the way through it, so that if we don't get this batter out, folks, I'm gonna have to jump up there on the camera and fix that for us because I know you guys want to see the action. All right, Josh Brown goes back to work with a man on first and second. The pitch, nice pitch right there, caught the inside corner, but not enough for the umpire to call the strike, and he'll go behind 1-0. Josh Brown takes a peek back, swing. He swings, swinging a miss there by the batter. That'll even up the count here at 1-1. So nice pitch right there by Josh as he evens out the count. They still have a runner here on first and second. The pitch again, swung on, hit back to second base. Ryland is there. He grabs the ball, touches second base, and we get ourselves out of the inning. So the third out there. So Josh got himself in a little bit of trouble, was able to get himself out, and we'll get out of the inning. Great job by Ryland just making the routine plays. That's one of the things they harped on all week, folks, is making routine plays. Everything else will take care of itself. So great job there by Ryland McCoy. All right, folks, we are back to live action. We was able to get the camera turned around correctly, and now you will see the field of play again. So great job by our Covington Reds, able to get themselves out of that inning. Josh Brown got himself in a little bit of trouble with 2 outs, but Ryland McCoy on second base was able to make the play and get us out the inning. So now we step up here in the bottom of the second after having a really outstanding first inning. Pretty much everybody who stepped into the batter's box was able to get on base. Starting us off here at the bottom of the second innings, number 10, Gabriel White. We have number 5, Sage Ludgley. He was sitting there on deck. So once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. Definitely send those shout outs. Definitely send those pieces of information that you think can help us out with the broadcast. Once again, shout out to Jay White, Gabriel White's mom. Your son is up to bat right now. Tyson Maxey's dad. We appreciate him for sending his information in. And my man, the owner of the Covington Reds, my man Jeff Culver sends his shout out. Let's go Reds. I know he would love to be here, but one of the reasons why we do this is to make sure that people unable to be here, they can see it either in their home or their place of business. All right, our Covington Reds start off the bottom of the second inning. Number 10, Gabriel White steps into the batter's box. He's a left-handed batter, and he'll be receiving his first pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch. Swung on and missed by Gabe, so a real big cut right there. And he'll start off behind in the count 0-1. So Gabe was trying to put some mud on that ball as he had a huge swing on that one. Counts 0-1 here. And the pitch. Swung on and foul tips back to the net. And now Gabe found himself behind in the count 0-2. All right. Oh my goodness. He watched one come in there. He kind of changed up, caught the outside corner. Never catch yourself looking. Gotta always protect that pay. Nice pitch there by the young pitcher as he blew. He actually did a change up past Gabe and caught him sleeping. All right, so that'll be our first out of the inning here for our Covington Reds as Sage Lovelace steps into the batter's box. One out here in the bottom of the second. We do lead the scoreboard 2-0 here over the Mansfield Maddawgs. It's our first game of a double hitter today, folks. We play once again at 1 o'clock. And the pitch. That's low and outside. Count goes to 1-0. And the pitch. Oh, that's low and inside. So Sage watches two balls go outside of the plate area. And now he leads ahead in the count 2-0. One out here in the the bottom of the second inning. They struck out the first batter with a good set of pitches. And the third pitch here to Sage. Oh, that's low and outside. Just missed that corner. So good job for us. So now Sage finds himself well ahead in the count 3-0 with one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Definitely a take pitch right here. So let's see what Sage does. And the pitch. Ooh, catches that outside corner. So nice pitch by the pitcher. He pretty much knew it was going to be a take pitch, so you got to throw your best pitch right there, and that's exactly what he did. Caught the outside corner, but Sage is still ahead in the count 3-1 with one out here in the the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch. Swung on and hit right back to the pitcher. Nice athleticism there by the by the pitcher, as he was able to catch a line drive right between the legs, and he makes a great play. So great job there to the pitcher as he helps himself out by catching the out. All right, folks. So our first two batters go down here, and now we have two outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Count the score is 0-2 here. This is Caden Ferentz here to the batter's box with number 15, Riley McCoy, on deck. That ball is low outside. Did not catch the outside corner, and now Caden to find himself ahead early here in the count 1-0. Sun is shining. Beautiful, beautiful day. If we could play like this all day, the players and the parents will be in heaven. And the pitch. Oh, that's low. He bounces one up there. So now Caden finds himself ahead in the count 2-0 with two outs. Caden steps back in. He's ready to go. They head in the count 2-0. He does have two outs. We have number 15, Riley McCoy, sitting on deck. And the pitch. Swung on and popped up. Hopefully it's going to get out of here because it is a foul ball. And it does go over the the dugout. So nice little swing by there. Just got to swing a little bit early so he can straighten that one out as the count goes to 2-1. All right, Kane Ferentz steps back into the batter's box here. 2 balls, 1 strike on him with 2 outs, trying to keep this inning going for us. And the pitch. Oh, that kind of hot. Ooh, nice little pitch right there. Did not catch the inside corner, unfortunately, by the umpire's sake. So Maddawgs not extremely happy with the umpire's call, but now the count to go to 3-1. Caden's ahead in the count. Once again, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We lead the score contest by the score of 2-0. Swung on and popped out to the center field. The center fielder goes over there and makes the catch. So great job. The center fielder got a great jump on the ball. Caden Ferentz put a nice lick on the ball, got it out to center field, and that'll end the inning for us. So 3 up, 3 down there for the Mansfield Maddawgs as we head to the top of the third inning. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we make our way to the top of the third. Josh Brown takes the bump once again. No outs here. It's his first batter of the inning and the pitch. Oh, Josh bounces one in there. He falls behind the count 1-0. So we had a 3-up, 3-down inning there for our Covington Reds. And Josh Brown takes the mound again. He's trailing the count 1-0 and the pitch. Nice pitch right there by Josh Brown, right down the middle. That even out the count at 1-1. So Josh Brown trying to find his way in this ball game. And the pitch. Swung on, hit right back to Josh. He catches it, takes his time, tosses it over to Sage, and we get the first out of the inning. So great composure shown there by Josh Brown, as he remembered the last time he kind of rushed it and it cost us an out over there on first base. But this time he really took his time, grabbed the ball after being hit with it, picked it up, and tossed it over to first base, and that'll be our first out of the inning. So great job there by Josh Brown and Sage to be patient enough to wait for the ball to come over there to him. All right, folks, having a little problem with the scoreboard, but we'll keep talking if you guys still have access to the actual viewing. I think I exactly know exactly what happened. Folks, well, I'll be right back with you. Okay, folks, if the broadcast is still up and showing, we've had some heating issues over here, so the score is going to be off for a minute as Josh Brown blows one right past him. And once we get the scoreboard up and running, as Josh strikes out the next batter, so now that gives us 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. So I'm going to try to talk our way through this until our phone cools down. I definitely have it sitting on ice, literally. So once that phone cools down and able to give me the information that I need, I'll pass it along to you. But for, right now, I'm just going to give you current play-by-play to the best of my ability. So Josh Brown gets the second out by striking out the second batter of the inning as he goes back to work. Nice little pitch right there as he catches that inside corner. So now Josh starts off ahead in the count 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Batter takes a huge swing at it. And now the count is 2 strikes. So count is 0-2 here. And the pitch. Josh Brown swing tipped into the glove. Josh Brown does his thing, strikes out the next 2 batters, and we'll flip the inning and then go down to the bottom of the third inning. So outstanding job there by Josh Brown as he strikes out the last 2 batters, and we'll get a chance to get back up and swing the bat once again. All right, folks, we make our way to the bottom of the third inning. Our Covington Reds lead the score 2-0 here, playing in the beautiful George Walton Academy baseball field. Josh Brown was able to strike out the last two batters, and the next pitch. Swung on and hit down to the shortstop line. He grabs the ball. Oh, he misses it. Error there on the shortstop. As number 15, Riley McCoy, gets his way on the first base, and now we got a runner here. Always great. Always great to get that leadoff runner on base. So that was Josh. All right, folks, I'm going to try to catch up. Please forgive me. The phone heated up, but I'm putting it back on ice literally once again. That was Josh. Did a great job. No, that's.
I missed a good hit. I could hear it in the back.
Yeah. All right, folks, we're back here live in Living Color, bottom of the third inning. J-Man's up at the plate. He's up ahead of the count, 3-0. Rylan was able to get a single down to first base, then boogie on over to second base. So he's sitting nice and pretty with an opportunity to be able to score a run. Nice pitch. That was a good take pitch there by J-Man. And now counter turned to 1-0. Now, that last batter was stolen by. Swung on and popped back over the netting. That's going to be out of play. So now the count is full here, 3-2 there with no outs here in the bottom of the third inning. J-Man swinging the ball with nice ferocity here. Once again, he's doing a great job here as the leadoff batter for our Covington Reds 16U. Rylan McCoy sits out at second base, giving us an opportunity for a run. Our dugout is really hyped today as they are cheering their teammates on. This ball is low and inside. Now, great catch by the second shortstop is number 2, Rylan Daniel, behind the plate, was able to toss it out there. Almost caught Rylan sleeping there on second base, but J-Man was able to take 4 balls and he'll walk on down to first base. So now we got a base runner on first and second here. Number 2, Chris Ross steps into the batter's box with number 0, Kurt Campbell, sitting on deck. No outs here in the bottom of the third inning. And the pitch. Batter swings around, bluffs the throw. Rylan makes it back to second base. So looking at the body language of the pitcher, not real happy about the situation right now. He's gotten 2 batters on. That's our first 2 batters of the inning. And the pitch. Ooh, that was kind of high, but it did catch that high outside corner. And Chris will find himself behind in the count 0-1. Yeah, I saw some comments coming in. Of course, there's the heating issue, but I got the phone on ice, so folks, we're going to do the best we can to keep it going. Swung on and popped out to right field. It is a high pop fly. Right fielder looks it into the glove. Rylan tags up. Boogie's on down to third base. Third baseman doesn't put a great effort on that. When Rylan gets up, he decides to go back. We did have J-Man boogie to second. Now, Rylan had an opportunity. He did tag up and boogie on over to third base. Ball was not caught there on third base, but Rylan didn't think it was far enough to bring him home, so he stayed there on third base. Hold on, folks. That was not a steal. Kirk Campbell sends one out to left center. The center field goes back. It's over his head. We should be able to play two right here as Riley McCoy comes across the home plate. J-Man is boogieing on down the home plate. And we get two after Kirk Campbell smacks a huge double in the left center field. So outstanding at bat there by Kirk Campbell as he puts one in the left center all the way to the fence. Outstanding hit by Kirk Campbell as he gets a double there on the play. And we'll play two to increase our lead 4-0 here over the Maddawgs from Mansfield. Kurt is our catcher today, so we're going to do a pinch runner there as we put Trenton out there on second base as Cameron Scott steps into the batter's box. So outstanding piece of hitting there as Kurt put a smack on the ball and hit it out to left center all the way to the GW in the center field fence. All right, folks, and once again, our Covington Reds are swinging the bat with some awesome power today. They're doing everything they can to get on base. Ball is swung on, popped back over the netting as Cameron Scott finds himself even on the count 1-1. We do have one out here in the bottom of the third. We lead the contest 4-0 over the Mansfield Maddawgs. Trenton has become the pinch runner there on second base. He takes a nice little lead. That ball is looped on in there. And now Cameron to find himself ahead in the count 2-1. So if you needed a wake-up call, your Covington Reds just gave you one as they have started off as every inning except the second inning where we did go 3 up, 3 down. Ball catches that outside corner. I like the way the umpire takes his time and gathers and makes the strike call. That'll even the count out at 2-2 on Cam. Once again, one out here in the bottom of the third inning. Tyson Maxey sits on deck. Pitcher takes a peek over there at Trenton and then delivers the pitch. Swung on and missed. So one of those rare outings that we hardly ever see is Cameron Scott striking out. But pitcher threw one low and outside, and Cameron swung on, and that'll be our second out of the inning. So as they converse to talk about what may be able to help out Tyson Maxey, he steps into the batter's box. All right, so 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. We need the contest 4-0 over the Mansfield Maddawgs. Tyson Maxey swinging the bat as usual. Does a great job, so great opportunity for him as we do have a runner in scoring position on second base. Pitcher takes a look back at Trenton. Takes another look and delivers. That's low and outside. Ooh, almost caught that outside corner, but now Tyson to find himself ahead in the count 1-0. Trenton takes a nice little lead off as the pitcher takes a peek back to him at second, and he delivers the pitch. Oh, that's inside, and I think that might have hit Tyson. And yes, it did, folks. He'll take one for the team, but he'll boogie on down to first base. Now we got a runner on first and second here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. All right, man, on first and second, 2 balls here on Devontae and the pitch. Oh, that's high and inside as well. So now Devontae finds himself well ahead in this count, 3-0. 2 outs, we got 2 men on base. Our Covington Reds are accustomed to having those 2-out rallies, so we're going to see if we're going to be able to put one together as Devontae calls timeout, goes down and talks to Tay Lovelace, try to get the offensive strategy here for our Covington Reds. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. We're broadcasting live here from George Walton Academy. Beautiful, beautiful baseball field here. And it's a great day for some baseball. So the pitcher finds himself in a little bit of a predicament. He's down in the count 3-0, and the pitch swung on and missed. That was a 3-0 count. We did swing at the pitch. It was right down the middle, which is what we expected. But a swing and miss, the count goes to 3-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. So I guess the coach had instructed Devontae, if it was a fat pitch, go ahead and swing at it, and that's what he did, but to no avail. First and second, Tyson Massey on first, Trenton on second, swung and foul, tipped out, back to it. I got to switch the camera because I know you guys want to see it. All right, so the count is full here on Devontae Hardeman. Man on first and second. Big pitch here for the pitcher as he's trying to get himself out of it. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 4-0 is our Covington Reds leading the Mansfield Maddawgs. He spins around and catches Trenton off base. So once again, the base running that we have going on is just not to our liking. So Coach Tay Lovelace not real happy right now. We done got picked off again. So there will be a major conversation taking place in that dugout. I can guarantee you that. Okay, folks, as we head into the top of the fourth inning, our Covington Reds 16U squad leads the Mansfield Maddawgs 4-0 here. Josh Brown takes the bunt once again. Nice little shift on there for the infield and the outfield for our Covington Reds. This is the first batter of the inning, and Josh Brown goes back to work. And the pitch. Swung on and popped back over the netting. That'll be a foul. And so Josh start off ahead in the count. I know. Start the count 0-1. And the pitch. Swung on and popped up. Not sure. Oh, it goes right back over. So he fouls 2 balls back over the netting, and he'll be behind the count. And Josh will be ahead in the count 0-2. So first batter of the inning, we're in the top of the fourth inning. Scores 4-0, Covington Reds 16U over Mansfield Maddawgs. Josh Brown seems to be in total control right now. Let's hopefully he can continue his pitching ways. Count is 0-2. Josh Brown goes back to work, and the pitch. Hit on into left field. Looks like it might get in there, and it does. Nice piece of hitting by number 28 as he hits one right there between shortstop and the left fielder. And they'll start off with their leadoff batter getting on first base with a single. And the pitch swung on and missed there by the batter as Josh Brown goes back to work and delivers the first pitch strike. So they have a runner here on first base. Pitch, Josh going back to work, quick pitching, and ball's fouled back over the net. So once again, Josh Elite start off in the head of this batter 0-2. No outs here in the top of the fourth inning, but we do lead the contest 4-0 over our Covington Reds 16U squad. Josh Brown's on the bump. He takes a peek over at the first base runner and pitch, and he throws one nice little slider. It fell right off the table. That Josh Brown is something special with that nice little slider. As that one fell off, got the batter to swing and miss, and now Josh is our first out of the inning. So one down here in the top of the fourth inning. Josh Brown working fast. Didn't like the batter getting that first hit. First pitch starts off as a ball. Count is 1-0. And the pitch. Ball's thrown in there. Kurt loses sight of it, and the runner's able to boogie on down to second base. So I believe the count will go to 2-0 with one out here in the top of the fourth inning. So Josh Brown seemed to be a little bit disturbed by that first batter as he just starts pitching in an right down the middle. Looked like he caught that outside corner. Unfortunately, the umpire didn't think so as well. So now Josh finds himself behind the count, 3-0 with one out here in the bottom of the on top of the fourth inning. Josh takes a peek at second, then he delivers another one. He took a little bit off of that one, but that did not catch the high outside corner. So now they have two runners on base as they have a runner on first and second. Runners on first and second here in the top of the fourth inning. There's a runner for the batter, and now they have a pinch runner there on first base. Josh goes back to work, foul tip back into the netting. So Josh will start off in the head of the count on 1-1 with one out here in the top of the fourth inning. Seems like a pivotal opportunity here for Mansfield. Let's see if our Covington Reds 16 youth boys can hold him down. Josh goes back to work, popped out into right field. Devontae Hardeman's there. He has a nice little read, comes up, gets ready to fire, fires it in second base, tosses it in the Sage, and the runners are not able to run. So great job there by Devontae as he makes the catch that was popped over in the right field. So two outs here with in the top of the fourth inning. They do have a man on first and second base. Score is 4-0 here. Our Covington Red squad is leading the Mansfield Maddawgs. We're looking for that elusive one out here to get out of the inning and get back in and start swinging the bat. Josh Peace takes the second baseman. Batter decides to call time, backs out. Josh will have to reset and re-deliver the pitch. And the pitch right down the middle. And Josh blows one right by the batter. He'll start off ahead in the count on 1-1. So once again, they got a man on first and second. Those two runners don't look like they're trying to move anywhere. Josh takes a look, swings, and is right back. Goes over his head. Caught by Sage. He tosses over first base, and we get out of the inning. That's the third out of the inning. So Josh pitched his way into a little bit of trouble, but always since the beginning of this game, able to get himself out of it. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Once again, we're making those routine plays, and that can show you because we have not allowed a run across the plate as of yet. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the live broadcast. We're broadcasting live from George Watson Academy. Awesome baseball field, home of the Bulldogs. We'll be right back. All right, as we make our way to the bottom of the fourth inning, our Covington Reds lead the score 4-0 here over the Mansfield Maddawgs. Looks like they've changed pitchers, brought in number 6, so we'll be facing a new pitcher here heading into the bottom of the fourth inning. Coming to the plate will be number 4, Devontae Hardeman leading us off, and number 5, Sage Lovelace will be sitting on deck. So far, outstanding game here being played by our Covington Reds. We had some snafus there in the first inning with base running, but the defense has been pretty sound here for our Covington Reds, and so that's something to definitely hang your hat on. All right, so as we wait for the umps to get back into position, not extremely hot, but hot enough to make them have their own water break as both of them make their way back onto the field. And Devontae Hardeman steps into the batter's box. He did have a full count on last bat, so he gets a reboot. And here's the first pitch of the inning for Devontae Hardeman. That's outside and low, so Devontae will watch a ball go by, and he's ahead in the count 1-0. And the pitch. Swung on and hit down the shortstop line. He's unable to get it, but Devontae puts the ball in play, and he'll get a single to start off the inning here in the bottom of the fourth inning. So great piece of hitting there by Devontae as he boogies his way on down to first base. Number 5, Sage Lovelace, steps himself into the batter's box here. A man on first base, bottom of the fourth inning. We lead the contest 4-0. Pitcher takes a peek over to first base, throws it over to the first baseman. Devontae dove back with no harm, no foul. And the pitcher will start off the batter. And the pitch. Swing and a miss there by Sage. And he'll start off behind the count. And the pitch. High and outside. Count goes even at 1-1. And the pitch. Bounces into the dirt. Devontae decides to go on down to second base. Catcher throws the ball out there. Goes, great catch by the shortstop as he saved one from going into the outfield, allowing us to be able to move the runners along even further. But Devontae's able to steal into second base, and so now we have a man in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth with no outs. The count is 1-1 to Sage Lovelace. Bounces that one back in there, and that takes the count to 2-1. 2-1. Yes. All right, the count's 3-1 here on Sage Lovelace. Pitcher goes back to work. We do have Devontae sitting on second base, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outside corner. Sage sells all out for that one, so count is full here on Sage. We do have a runner in scoring position on second base. Devontae trying to get himself in. Sage trying to see if he can help us out by moving along the runners, and the pitch. Swung on and foul tip down the first base line. Count will stay full here at 3-2. We lead the scoreboard 4-0 here over the Mansfield Maddawgs. Mansfield's been having their way here with our Covington Reds, but our Covington Reds trying to get some get back today. Swung on and hit down to the shortstop line. He grabs the ball up, tosses it over to first base. It's a bad throw again, and Sage makes a nice little turn. Devontae comes home, scores our 5th run of the game, and Sage will get himself into second base with a nice little slide. So now we increase our score 5-0 here over the Mansfield Maddawgs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Caden Ferin steps into the batter's box with number 15, Riley McCoy, sitting on deck. Catcher decides to go out and talk to his pitcher as there's no outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. All right. Caden Ferin steps into the batter's box. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Swinging and miss. That was a high ball. Caden helped him out a little bit by swinging at that pitch. I think Caden got a little bit anxious on that one because that one was definitely well above the shoulders. So the count is on 1 here on Caden Ferin. Sage is on second. The pitch swung on and popped up. Sage got to be careful. Shortstop backs up, gets in position, and makes the catch. So that'll be our first out of the inning as Caden Ferin pops out to shortstop. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Riley McCoy, number 15, steps into the batter's box. We got a man on second base as Sage Lovelace was able to move to second base after an errant throw by the shortstop. 1 out here. Pitcher spins around but does not make a throw attempt. Mansfield Maddawgs, no runs here across the plate. Our Covington Reds, 16U, 5-0. The pitch, it's bunted on down to the pitcher. He moves the runner along the third base. The pitcher tosses it over, so great job by Robin being able to move the runner. That gives us 2 outs, though, here. So we do have a man moved up on the bases as J-Man steps into the batter's box with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. All right, so J-Man steps in the opportunity. We bunted to actually get the man over, so we're expecting J-Man to put this ball in play. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We lead the contest 5-0 on the pitch. Oh, nice little looping pitch. He loops that one right on in there, and that'll start off with J-Man behind in the count 0-1. So a man definitely in scoring position, which is Sage Lovelace on third base. Pitcher takes a peek over at Sage, and the pitch. Swung on and hit there once again. J-Man comes through again for our Covington Reds 16U as the bunt to put the man in position, moves the runner along, and Sage Lovelace comes across the plate, and that'll give us another score off the scoreboard, and we lead the count 6-0 here over the Mansfield Maddawgs. Great piece of hitting there by my main man, J-Man, as he does this thing once again for our Covington Reds. Chris Ross, as we make our way once again back to the top of the order, Chris Ross steps into the batter's box with number 0, Kirk Campbell, sitting on deck. So the meat of our order coming back up, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, so a great chance to have a 2-out rally, and let's see what our boys can make happen. First pitch there to Chris Ross is a ball outside, so he starts off ahead in the count 1-0. J-Man takes a nice little lead off on first base. Pitcher delivers the pitch, and that's high as well, so Chris Ross finds himself ahead in the count 2-0 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. J-Man takes a little lead off of first base. The pitch. That's high inside. Almost taps Chris on the shoulder, but now he's ahead in the count 3-0. So once again, he finds himself in a take situation. Let's see if he has the go sign here from Coach Tay Lovelace. J-Man sits on first base trying to get over to second base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth in the pitch. That's high as well. So Chris is going to boogie on down to first base. So now we got 2 men on base, first and second, and Kirk Campbell steps into the batter's box with number 7, Cameron Scott, sitting on deck. So good baseball being played here offensively by our Covington Reds. Now, you would think about it like this. We had a horrible inning in the first inning with our base running. To think that if we'd have put that together, the score might be even larger than what it is right now. So Kirk Campbell steps into the batter's box here, and we lead the score 6-0 over the Mansfield Maddawgs. 2 outs here. Runners on first and second, that being J-Man on second and Chris Ross being on first. Kirk Campbell takes the signal. Instructions there from Tay Lovelace, coach on third base, and he steps into the batter's box. And the pitch. Swung on and popped up in the air. So Looks like it's going to the first baseman. He steps back, takes 2 steps, and makes the catch, and that'll be the third out of the inning. So we did put a run on the board, so increased our score 6-0. Actually, put 2 runs on the board, increased our score 6-0 here in the bottom of the first as we mosey into the top of the 5th inning. Josh Brown will be headed back to the mound. He's right now has no earned runs as of yet. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the live broadcast here of our Covington Reds 16U. Go ahead if you would like, send a shout out to any one of the players you want to. We'll definitely get that on the live broadcast. If you have any issues with your viewing experience, definitely send it our way too. We'll do the best we can. Of course, we're dealing with the elements being the heat and a little bit of the humidity coming on as the morning is starting to fade away and we're getting into the hotter parts of the day. But once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be right back. All right, as we start at the top of the 5th inning, Josh Brown takes the mound once again and delivers his first pitch of the inning. That one's low and outside. He'll start off behind the count 1-0. All right, our Covington Reds lead the score 6-0 as a ball bounces once again off of Josh's throw. Sage gets it in there, pulls the batter off. That should have been a nice clean slate. No need to rush it from either spot, pitcher or second base, but we got to have that out. That should have been easy, fundamentally sound. And that's one of the most fundamental sound plays that we did not make today, and we're going to definitely have to shore that up. So the first batter gets on base, and now they have their leadoff batter of the inning on first. Josh Brown goes back to work, delivers one high on the outside corner, and he catches the corner, and he'll start off 0-1. So we're in the top of the 5th inning. Josh Brown going back to work, sends one right down there, goes to right field. Devontae catches one on the bounce, tosses over to second. We do get the runner from second as he was caught in limbo because he couldn't go if Devontae was able to make it. So the effort of Devontae speeding up to that ball made the runner feel like he was going to make the catch. So the runner was in limbo, and we get the runner headed to second base out. So now we got our first out of the inning, but they do still have a runner on first base. Balls hit the second base. Sage catches it, toss it over to Riley. Riley tosses over to first. Ooh, and we missed the double play. So they had the double play working right there. Unable to turn it. But we will get our second out of the inning. So routine plays is what got us into this position. So if we could continue to do that, we'll definitely end up having a wonderful day here at George Wotton Academy. Nice pitch there by Josh Brown, that'll take the count even, I believe, at 1-1. I had my head down, so let me find out for sure. Okay, we are absolutely correct, folks. 1-1 as the next pitch was fouled back to the top of the netting. That'll make the count 1-2. The count's 1-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth inning. Josh Brown continues to pitch a marvelous game. Ball is high. Batter wanted to swing at that one, held off. So now the count is 2-2 here with 2 outs here in the top of the fifth inning. They do have a man on first as we've been able to get the lead run on consecutive hits. The pitch, ooh, that one's high and inside. So Josh will take the count to 3-2 here. So Josh tried to find that elusive pitch here to get us out of the inning. Once again, our Covington Reds leading 6-0, and Josh is cruising on the mound. And the pitch right down the middle, and he blows one around him again. His batter swings and misses, and that gets us out of the inning. So once again, Josh is in his bag and does a phenomenal job once again for our Covington Red 16U as we strike out the last batter of the inning, and we'll head to the bottom of the fifth inning. So it looks like one of those pitches, folks, last inning must have tapped the screen and shot the camera straight up in the air. But hopefully you were able to listen and find out just how good a job Josh Brown's doing on the mound. But I will definitely give it to our infielders who made those routine plays. I'm sorry, give it to the entire team because Devontae. All right, folks, we head into the bottom of the fifth inning. Our Covington Reds 16 squad leads this game 6-0 over the Mansfield Maddawgs. Cameron Scott looks like he's being subbed out for Jarrell Martin. So Jarrell Martin will be leading off this inning here for our Covington Reds. We lead the score 6-0 with Tyson Maxey on deck. So far, folks, it's been a very routine game here. Now, we did have some base running issues in the first inning, and I'm pretty sure that will be addressed at post game. So we definitely got to make sure we go ahead and take care of all that to tighten ends up. We plan on having a nice long weekend. So the only way we can do that is continue to make the routine plays and keep swinging his bat because so far we're doing a great job on both ends. All right, folks, we head into the bottom of the fifth inning. Number 11, Jarrell Martin, subs in for Cameron Scott. And he'll be our first batter of the inning with number 25, Tyson Maxey, sitting on deck. Ball is low and inside, but it does catches that inside corner, and Jarrell will start off behind the count 0-1. It's heating up just a little bit here at George Walton Academy as that next pitch is thrown wide and outside. Jarrell watches that one go wide, and the count goes even at 1-1. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. That was a high pitch there to Jarrell, but he's kind of tall, so he kind of went after that one. So now he's behind the count 1-2. All right, so Jarrell's behind the count 1-2 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Tyson Maxey sits on deck waiting to get his opportunity. No outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. So he changed it up there on Jarrell, and he'll go down swinging. So one out here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
Come on, Tyson, get it started.
Tyson Maxey steps into the batter's box. One out, bottom of the fifth inning. We lead 6-0. And their pitcher goes back to work after striking out our first batter of the inning. So Tyson gets a great opportunity, and that ball goes high. Tyson watches it go outside, and he'll be ahead in the count 1-0. Got a little bit of wind blowing, so we can definitely appreciate that. Nice little breeze. Hopefully that can continue for the rest of the day. And the next pitch here to Tyson. Swung on and cracked out to left field. It's high. It's deep. The left fielder got a nice little beat on it, and he gets under and makes the catch, and that'll be our second out of the inning. So Tyson put bat to ball, but unfortunately hung up in the air, and the left fielder was able to get underneath it and make the catch. So now we got two outs here. As Devontae Harden was subbed out again for Gabe. So coach doing a pyramid of substitutions. Definitely making my job a little busier. Ball catches the outside corner. Gabe watches it, comes in, and he's falling behind in the count 0-1. So Gabriel White here in the and the pitch. Swung on and popped out in the left center. Center fielder's trying to make it there, but Gabe pops it right there into left center field, and he'll get a single to start off inning with a 2-out rally. So number 5, Sage Lovelady, comes up to the base. Great piece of hitting there by Gabriel White as he'll get our first hit of this inning. And now we have a man on first base with Sage Lovelady stepping into the batter's box. Pitcher peeks over to first base where Gabe is. We know he likes to run. Let's see if he take off on the first pitch. And the pitch. Oh, catches that inside corner, and it's called a strike. So Sage watches that one go by. The pitcher has done a great job of catching that inside corner. He actually caught the outside corner a little bit, but I think that's where we had a little better opportunity of being able to catch it. Gabe sits on first base. He takes 2 steps. Swung on and popped in there by Gabe. By Sage. Gabriel's on second base. He's boogieing around. Sage comes around first base. He's on third. He's taking a look at Tay. They decide to hold him up. So once again, Sage Lovelace does a great job putting the ball in play. And Gabriel White will boogie around the third. So now we got runners on the corners here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. All right, so Caden Ferrin steps into the plate. Runners on the corner. Great opportunity for him to get us another run here on the board. So, that was right down the middle. Caden decided to watch that one. I think he could have tattooed that one, but he decided to hold up. He falls behind the count 0-1. Once again, it's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. We're threatening to score again, but there are 2 outs here. And the pitch. Oh, that's high and outside. He looped that one out there. Great job by Caden being able to pull off from that one. Gabe sitting on third base. They all got to be wide awake. Don't want to get picked off. Swung on and hit down the third base line. Gabriel White comes home, and Caden's heading over to third base. The ball is high. Wild throw again. Sage boogies on around the third. Ferentz goes into second. He slides in. So great hit there by Caden Ferentz as he was able to boogie over there. It was another error thrown over to first base, but we'll take advantage of it, and we'll put our runners on second and third. So once again, we put ourselves in a great position with a 2-out rally. We did get Gabriel White to come across the plate. Sage boogied on to the third. Caden put the extra effort in. It was a wild throw to first base, which caused the error, but we took advantage of it as Caden was able to boogie around the second base. Now we got 2 runners in scoring position on second and third. Riley McCoy, number 15, steps to the batter's box with Jaden Colbert sitting on deck. So another opportunity to increase the score as we go 7-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch. That goes high and outside. But it does catch the outside corner, and the umpire calls a strike. So the count goes to 0-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Covington Reds 16U trying to blow this thing wide open. High and inside as Ryland goes for that high inside pitch. He finds himself behind the count 0-2. We're trying to keep this 2-out rally going. So Ryland steps back into the batter's box. Pitcher starts to hurry up on his pitches. He's in the stretch. He decides to deliver. Oh, he loops that one in there. Kalen was smart. Riley was smart. Watches that one go ball. And now Riley finds himself still behind the count 1-2. We got runners in scoring position on second and third. We are winning 7-0, but it seems like it's a mad intensity here at the game. As he waits for it, it goes, the pitcher reaches up, grabs the ball, has a little trouble with it, but he's able to toss it over to first base and get the third out of the inning. So we did have some motion on the bases there, able to plate one run there as Gabriel White was able to come in after Caden was able to put it in play. And we took advantage of an error in the outfield, in their infield, but we were able to put one on the run on the scoreboard, and we lead the contest 7-0 as we head our way into the top of the sixth inning. All right, folks, as I reach out to I look back here at the chat. We are rolling on into the top of the sixth, where our Covington Reds 16U squad leads the Mansfield Maddawgs 7-0. I almost had a chance to break that game wide open in that last inning. Want to send a huge shout out to I Am Show, saying y'all got some edit. Let's go Reds. We appreciate you rooting on our Covington Reds. Continue to send those shout outs, folks. We do appreciate it, and we're going to do our best. As I see more coming in, my main man, Mike, Coach White. Oh, he's sending some he's sending some information here, so to send off to the boys. As we have Josh Brown back on the mound, folks. I'll get back to this. I didn't notice all these outstanding comments in the chat, but I'll get a chance to read them in between innings if there's another inning after this inning, because right now we're getting close to that time rule. As Josh Brown delivers a changeup, freezes the batter, and now we'll head back to the batter as he leads in the count 0-2. Swing and pop foul here to the back of the netting. Josh still stays ahead in the count, 0-2. So once again, folks, like I said, when I get a chance, I see some outstanding chat messages. Please continue to send them. We definitely love to hear from our viewers, as today is a Covington Reds Day, and we're going to be balling here between this game and our next game, which starts at 1 o'clock. So Josh Brown throws the next pitch in there. It goes low and outside, so Josh is still ahead in the count, 1-2. Josh throws one outside, ball 2, low, and that evens the count at 2-2. No outs here. First batter here of the inning. Score 7-0 in the top of the sixth inning. Oh, that one goes outside too. So 3 straight balls, uncharacteristic of Josh. Not quite sure. Hope nothing's wrong out there. We'll find out with this pitch, because I know this has to be one of his best pitches of the at bat. Right down the middle, and he does not get the call. So Josh threw 4 straight balls, truly uncharacteristic of what he's been doing all day. And they'll get their first batter of the inning on base. So now they got a man on first base, no outs here in the top of the sixth inning. Josh gets an opportunity to go back to work. He threw 3 straight balls. Thought he was just he was on cruise control, but that 4th ball did not get called a strike. And now he's working on batter 2 here of the inning. Swung on and fouled back to the netting again. And Josh will start off ahead in the count, 0-1. Coach Campbell, I understand what you're saying about that. Yeah, we got that. I'm pretty sure Coach Tate really corrected those base paths here. So I'm definitely just reading some of the chat messages as the ball comes straight back up the middle. Josh bounces out of the way, Chris Ross catches it in second, but the batter's able to put the ball in play with a line drive straight up second base line. And now they have a little motion going on as they got the first two batters of the inning on base. Now they have runners on first and second with no outs here in the top of the sixth inning. So Josh goes back, throws a nice one, catches the outside corner. Woo! Ball goes out into the outfield after Kirk Campbell sends one into center field. Sage Lovelace tried to make the catch, but above his pay grade, and went out to center field. No harm, no foul as the runner headed back to second base, and they still have runners on first and second. So Josh ahead in the count here, 0-1. Throws another one right down the middle. Like he put on a nice little changeup on this batter. As this batter, I can remember, put a nice little lick on the ball before. So I'm pretty sure Josh has a little bit. He's going to take a little personal here on this at bat as he peeks back at the second base to swing and hit down the first base line. Oh, he throws the ball to second base as he got the runner heading to second base, had an opportunity to knock him at first, but we definitely stopped from getting more runs in. So Jarrell Martin sitting there on first base was able to throw it out and get the man out on second base. So great job by Jarrell making the decision right there to get the lead runner between the first and the batter and the runner running from first to second. All right, so now they have runners on the corners here. One out here in the top of the sixth inning. Josh Brown goes back to work, swinging a miss. Nice high fastball there as he blows one right back past the batter, and he'll start off ahead in the count 0-1. So bottom of the sixth, Josh Brown trying to do his thing to get us out of the inning. He's trying to hold on to that scoreless inning. Ooh, that was a nice pitch that was not called a strike. That looked pretty doggone good to me, but that'll even up the count at 1-1. So Josh didn't get the benefit of the doubt on that call as the count goes back to 1-1 with one out here in the top of the sixth inning. Runners on the corners for the Mansfield Maddawgs. Josh blows another one inside fastball right by the batter. So Josh finds himself ahead in the count 1-2. So Josh doing his best. He wants to keep that donut on the scoreboard as we lead 7-0 here in the top of the sixth. Josh delivers the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped down the third base line, goes outside of the fencing. And the batter is trying to battle his way back in the count, but he's still behind 1-2 here in the top of the sixth inning. Josh takes a peek over to first base and delivers the pitch. So, whoa, wait, that was a nasty pitch there. He threw a slider that fell off the table. The batter had no clue of what was coming at him then. So once again, Josh does his thing, gets the second out of the inning. So now there's two out here, belt runners on the corner. We lead the contest 7-0. Josh doing everything possible to try to keep that donut on the board for the Mansfield Maddawgs as the pitch comes right down the middle. He's starting to heat up here at the end of this inning. Josh Brown in full control of all of his pitches here as he peeks over at first. He accepts the sign, throws a high fastball. The batter doesn't go for it. Evens the count out at 1-1. So with runners on the corner, Josh is finding his best pitches here as the count is even. Oh, he throws another high fastball. That takes the count to 2-1. So it counts 2-1 with two outs here in the top of the sixth. Josh Brown in full command, trying to keep that donut on the board for the Mansfield Maddawgs. And the pitch. Swung on, popped out to outfield. Chris Ross comes up there. We got a right fielder, and we make the catch. So once again, Josh Brown gets himself out of the inning without giving up a run. He is having a phenomenal day on the mound, folks. Awesome baseball being played by our Covington Reds 16U. Folks, want to thank you for tuning into the live broadcast. We're going to do it once again after this game is over, which it seems like that will be the end of the game, folks, as our Covington Reds take the win 7-0. They've been hounded by this team for quite some time, but we are happy to say today was not that day. So great job by our Covington Reds 16U as they dominate this contest 7-0 over the Mansfield Maddawgs. All right, folks, definitely stay tuned to our second game of the day. We'll take a break for the next game, then we'll come back at 1 o'clock. We'll be broadcasting live once again from George Walton Academy. It's been a great time. We've enjoyed it. We'll get to some of those. We'll get to some of those calls that we talked about as we saw come through chat, and we'll talk to you then. But until then, folks, we'll see you at the next pitch.